you've been through, why you got scars. Since you walked through the door, I've been trying to reach you, 'cause I feel you. What's the story to tell? What's the story behind the mountain you're trying to climb? Think I've heard.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. We have a what's for dinner video for you guys this week. I have about 4 or 5 dinners, I think 5 dinners in this video, a couple crock pot meals, which is perfect for this time of year. As you can tell, we are into beanie season. It has definitely been cold this weekend, so we are loving that, bringing all the Christmas vibes and feelings in, as well as all the warm crock pot yummy comfort foods. So if you want to see what dinners we have included in this video, just keep watching. We are making some baked orange chicken, and this is a recipe I'm completely following off of Pinterest. It looked delicious. The macros were on point, but I gotta be honest, it's a little more involved than I care for. You guys know I like simplicity, I like easy and delicious and very few ingredients. And as you can see, I literally have stuff everywhere. I'm doing the chicken first, and then I'm gonna make the sauce separate. So I have a little over 2 pounds of chicken breast here, just cut into bite-sized pieces. The egg batter that I'm going to drudge it in is 1 egg, 30 grams, 2 tablespoons of orange juice. I used one of these little Tropicana no pulp. This had the best macros, and you only need a couple tablespoons out of it anyway, so I used that. 1 tablespoon of rice vinegar, and then I just threw some complete seasoning in there. I'm gonna drudge it in that. And then the breading is the Pope Simply Better breadcrumbs that you guys know I have been loving from Winn-Dixie. They have clean ingredients, awesome macros, and then also some grated Parmesan cheese and some of the complete seasoning. I'm going to drudge them in this and then throw them on this baking sheet that I have this wire rack on. I have the oven preheated at 400 degrees. I'm going to throw them in there for about 12 to 14 minutes, and then we'll get the sauce cooking. Chicken is all coated, have it laid out evenly on the wire rack. I'm just going to throw this baking sheet in the oven, like I said, at 400 degrees for about 12 to 14 minutes, and we'll check it to make sure it's cooked all the way through. While the chicken is finishing up in the oven, we're going to go ahead and get the sauce done. In it, I have a half a cup of chicken stock, 2 tablespoons of rice vinegar, 60 grams of the Walden Farms pancake syrup, 1/4 cup of this coconut aminos. I threw a little bit of complete seasoning in there, and then 2 tablespoons of the orange juice. Have that all mixed together. In my pan here, I have a tablespoon of olive oil heating up. I'm getting ready to throw some of this ginger paste and minced garlic in there. I'm gonna stir that for 30 seconds to a minute, let it get really fragrant, and then I'm going to add the sauce in the pan. I am cooking regular rice for the fam there, and I'm going to be making myself some of this Natural Heavens brown rice. I also have some orange zest here that we're going to reserve for the end. So I did a tablespoon of the ginger paste, a tablespoon of the garlic. Now I'm going to dump the sauce right in there. And it says cook this down for about 6 to 8 minutes until the sauce thickens up nice. Okay, the sauce has thickened up like perfect. I added the orange zest in there. I've turned the heat off. I just pulled the chicken out. It ended up actually staying in there for like 16, 17 minutes, and I hit it on broil for a couple minutes just to crisp up the top, because you guys know that's my jam. Now I'm getting ready to put the chicken into the sauce and just coat it all over. I have my Natural Heavens rice here, made the fam's rice there, and I'll show you as soon as we plate this baby up. I'm not even gonna lie, I'm feeling a little impressed with myself off this plate right here. It was definitely a little more involved than I cared to do on an average dinner night, but by the way it smells, I think it's going to be absolutely delicious, and I sure hope it knocks my socks off. I don't mind doing like very involved cooking like that on some evenings, but that's definitely one that takes like a little bit longer. But this entire plate is coming in at 460 calories, and I have the Natural Heavens rice there on the bottom. Threw the chicken mixture right on top, topped it with a little bit of sesame seeds, and paired it with some broccoli, and right under 500 calories. I am here for it. I'll let you guys know how it is. So here's what we have going on for dinner tonight. I am making a pot roast in the crock pot. I haven't done this in forever, so I'm pretty excited for tonight's dinner. Sorry if you hear the washer and dryer going in the background. Always multitasking here. But I have right under a 3-pound rump roast here. It's 2.8 pounds. I normally would brown my meat and get like a good crispy outside first before putting it in the crock pot. If you guys have followed me for a while, you know that's normally how I do it. However, I'm skipping that step today and just going the easy way out, and hopefully it will still be delicious. I'm also going to throw in a pack of these savory garden herb mini creamer potatoes that I get from Target. I love these, and they also come already with a seasoning pack in them, and I'm going to go ahead and throw that in also because I think it will be a delicious addition to this dish. My veggies, of course, are going to be celery, some baby carrots, and then I have some sweet Vidalia onion and some red onion there. I'm also going to add a little extra seasoning, of course, the Badia Complete seasoning, some chopped onion flakes, and this buttery burger blend from Kinder's. This stuff is awesome, gives a little extra buttery flavor, and I think it will be delicious with this. And I'm literally just going to dump all of this in the crock pot together and put it on low for about 6-7 hours, and then dinner will be ready. Per usual, I forgot to show you guys something else I was adding in. It wouldn't be a normal video from me if I didn't forget something, right? I swear, my brain. Anyways, I added about a half a cup of this chicken stock. This is a Good and Gather brand from Target. It has killer macros, and I just wanted to add a touch of liquid in the bottom, not a ton, because it will render a lot of its own juices, and I don't want it to be a soup. But look how beautiful that looks. I mean, color and greatness, and all of it already smells delicious. I'm just gonna pop this baby on low for, we'll start about 6 hours, and then I'll check it and see if it needs to go a little bit more. We just want it tender and falling apart. Pot roast ended up being in the crock pot on low for 8 hours, and then it sat just warm for a little bit until I just finished my walk and hubby and everybody is home. Now we have plated it up. I just paired it with some Bonza mac and cheese here. This is the shells and white cheddar. First time we're trying this. I'll keep you guys posted on how it is, but this is coming in at 599 calories and 46 net carbs. So tonight's dinner could not be any easier, and I'm sure all of you guys know how to put these together, but if you're like me, you just haven't thought about them in forever until you see somebody post them. So I'm throwing them in the What's for Dinner video this week, just as a reminder that this is a super quick and easy dinner that will be delicious. I am making ham and turkey sliders. I am using these Hawaiian sweet rolls for the family, and then when I was just in Vegas, I got some of these high protein, low carb Chompies dinner rolls. They are 58 calories for one, 2 grams fat, 1 net carb, and 7 grams protein. So keep you guys posted how these are. I'm excited to try them. On my side, I'm also going to be doing the Sargento Ultra Thin Provolone Cheese, 40 calories a slice. And the fam, I just have some of this Colby Jack from Good and Gather, and then I'm going to throw some oven roasted chicken breasts and ham on them, and they are going to be delicious. I'm going to hit the bottom with a little bit of this non-stick spray, just so as the cheese melts and all of that, nothing sticks on the bottom. Then I have like maybe a half a tablespoon of butter here that I melted, and I'm just going to take my little brush and brush right across the top. So I just cut the buns in half. I have the bottoms laid down, then I put my cheese. Now I'm going to layer the chicken breast and ham on there, top it with some more cheese, and throw the top buns on, butter them, and in the oven it goes. I have all the meat and cheese layered up on the buns exactly like I want. I did weigh all of mine. If you aren't tracking your food or any of that, then you don't have to worry about that. Just layer it up as you see fit. I did throw a little bit of the Badia Complete seasoning on there, as well as some of the organic garlic pepper from Redmond's Real Salt. If you guys have not tried this, you definitely should. It's delicious, and I have a link down below, InWithJen will save you some money with them. I mean, look at that buttery goodness. And it's not a ton of butter. Like I said, it was like maybe a half a tablespoon that I melted down and spread across this entire casserole dish. And then just because I'm a little extra, threw a little bit of parsley on there just to doll it up a bit. Now I have the oven preheated at 350 degrees. Just gonna pop this in there for 10-15 minutes till they get nice and melted and bubbly and a little crispy on top. These are out of the oven, and as you see, looking delicious and melty and nice and crispy. Absolutely love it. Just to make dinner extra simple tonight, I just paired it with some of the Loaded Taco Quest protein chips. The fam is having tater tots, so threw those in the air fryer. Dinner was easy peasy. And y'all, as quick and easy as this dinner was, it has amazing macros also. 585 calories, 72 grams of protein, and 9 net carbs. Yes, please. So here's what we have going on for dinner tonight. It's going to be super simple and easy. Just throw it in the crock pot and forget about it, which are some of my absolute favorite meals. So I have 1 bag of the Good and Gather boneless, skinless chicken breast tenderloins. This is 40 ounces. I'm going to use the entire bag. I have 1 pack of these Applegate Naturals no sugar uncured bacon. I'm going to use this entire pack, which is 8 strips of the bacon. bacon. And then to it, I'm going to throw in some chopped onion flakes, Badia Complete Seasoning, some Badia All-Purpose Ranch Seasoning. This stuff is bomb. Some of the Walden Farms Creamy Bacon Dressing just to make it a little extra creamy. And then for cheeses, I'm going to be using this Greek cream cheese, which is 4 times more the protein and half the fat. I have about a half a block in here. I'm going to weigh all of it up, so I'll let you guys know the macros at the end. But I'm going to use what is left in here, and then I have some fat-free mild cheddar cheese that I'm going to top it with. And I'm just going to put it all in the crock pot on low for about 6 to 8 hours, and it will be good to go. And just a little pro tip when chopping bacon, I always throw it in the freezer for an hour or so, or honestly, you don't even have to do it that long, but just firm it up a little bit and it is way easier to chop. As you can see, we have all that greatness just literally thrown in there together. Topped it with about 30 grams of that mild cheddar cheese, a little bit of parsley, have the cream cheese in there, the bacon, the creamy bacon ranch dressing, chicken, all the things, and it is going to be dynamite. I've actually have it on high for 4 hours because it's already 1 o'clock now. I don't want it to be ready super late for dinner tonight, and I will show you what it looks like when it's all ready. Dinner is done and plated up. It doesn't look that appetizing, but I've already tasted it and it's delicious. The chicken just was super tender. I just kind of shredded it up, stirred it up some, and it is like super creamy and awesome. I paired it with some cauli mash here and some corn on the cob. The macros are awesome. 363 calories, 52 grams of protein, and 14 net carbs. Here's what we have going on for dinner tonight. It is super quick and easy. This is like one of the easiest dump and go crock pot meals ever. Chili, absolutely love it. It's not actually cold in Florida, but it's like cool enough to be chili season for us, so we're rolling with it. I have 2 pounds of ground turkey here, 1 pound of the 96% lean, 1 pound of the 93% lean. I only cooked it ahead of time just because they were frozen and I didn't want them to cook in the crock pot in like one big block, so I wanted to break them up a little bit so it's not even fully cooked, because you really don't want to overcook the turkey. And then I have some bell peppers here cut up, a medium Vidalia onion. I'm throwing in 2 cans of the Good & Gather organic low sodium 3 bean blend. These have pretty decent macros on them, and pick these up from Target. I'm also adding 1 14-ounce can of the basil, garlic, and oregano diced tomatoes, and then a 28-ounce can of the crushed tomatoes. Seasonings, I'm going to be using chili powder, some of the Redmond's Real Salt organic seasoned salt. Super excited to try this out. Just busted into this pack. Some paprika, and then of course the complete seasoning. I'm almost out of chili powder, so I may have to get some more to add to this. I added a little bit to the meat already, but I'll add more as I mix everything together. I have everything mixed in there. I also added a couple drops of this liquid monk fruit extract just to add a little bit of sweetness in there. Now I'm going to pop it on low and let it cook for about 4 to 5 hours. Alright guys, so dinner is all plated up and looking delicious. I did end up adding a can of this low sodium whole kernel corn into the chili just a little bit ago. It ended up being on low for about 8 hours. Just topped it with some light daisy sour cream here. And I made some cornbread to go with it. I made just this Jiffy corn mix. We used to eat this stuff like on the regular. It was like one of our favorite things ever. We haven't had it in forever. But I made some of this up tonight, and it just calls for 1 box, 1 egg, and then I used a 1/3 cup of this fat-free Fairlife milk. So the macros are pretty legit on it, and I can't wait to tear this baby up. Alright guys, that's a wrap for another What's for Dinner video. I have to say, this is probably like one of my most favorite group of dinners. The chicken that I made in the beginning, it was definitely more involved, but it was 10 out of 10, thebomb.com. Highly recommend. If you have more time on a certain evening and really want to like put in the extra work for a delicious dinner, you guys know I'm all about simplicity and ease and yumminess coming together super quick, but definitely it was worth it. It was awesome. I loved it, and I definitely will be making it again. Those chompy rolls are 10 out of 10. I will be ordering more of those, and that dinner came together in like minutes and was delicious, so highly recommend that. Crock pot meals are always a go-to for me. They're easy and they're delicious. They make for awesome leftovers. That chili's probably the best that I've ever made. We've been eating on it for days now. So bomb. Definitely will be doing a lot more crock pot meals. You guys let me know down below if there's any that you love or that you want to see me make or that I haven't tried, and that way we all can try some new stuff. Would love to hear from you guys as well. If you guys enjoy these What's for Dinner videos, make sure to give me a thumbs up. That definitely helps your girl out. Hit me up over on Instagram at InWithJen. Make sure you subscribe before you leave, and as usual, thank you so very much for watching, and I will catch y'all in the next video.
Sometimes it really feels like I lose control. Honestly, I can't